All right, so I guess the big thing is, for you guys right now, every game, it's survive and advance. It's all must win. So you're already in tournament mode. How do you guys deal with just kind of the mental stress of that and the pressure of that, making sure it doesn't get to be too much?
Well, this is something new for everybody, you know, given the fact that everybody, like almost everybody's new on the team and stuff. We've never been through this together, obviously, but we put ourselves in this position. So just like we put ourselves in this position, now we got to put ourselves in a position where we're going to make the tournament. And it could be stressful if you don't give it your all. But if you give everything you have, at least from myself, as long as I give everything I have, I'll still be disappointed if the outcome is not what I want it to be. But it's easier for me to get over things when I know I did my best.
How tough was it for you personally yesterday to have to watch the end of that from the bench?
Yeah,
knowing what a competitor you are and how much you wanted to be out there.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I think it's the first time I actually, I've been in foul trouble before, not just in Miami, but in my career. But I don't think I ever fouled out, and the game went to overtime, and then to second overtime. Right. So it was the first thing. It was something new for me. But for some reason, I wasn't stressed.
You looked calm. You did look calm.
Yeah, I had a very positive feeling about the outcome of the game, regardless of the two overtimes. So if you saw how calm I was, I truly was calm, and I'm just happy we were able to come with the victory.
I wanted just to ask you too about Dre, just what he's gone through the past couple games. It's been more than a couple. To not play, to have to sit and wait his turn. How do you think he's handled that? And obviously to come in and play the way he did yesterday off the bench, how much of a lift was that for you guys?
I told him personally. I said I was proud of him because we all go through adversity. But as a freshman, when you have high expectations and he gets to start, I believe, 2 games back to back, and then he just stops playing. It's kind of difficult to deal with, given the fact that he doesn't have much experience at this level and dealing with those type of situations. And he showed some frustration, and everybody knows it. The coaches know it, and but the best thing he did, eventually he got over that frustration and said, only thing I can do is just work hard. And from one day to another, he turned it on in practice, and he was just looking so good. Not just making plays, but the body language, the energy. He was vocal, and the coaches saw that. And when you work hard, eventually the game is going to take care of you. And he did that. And what better opportunity than yesterday to come in and make such a huge impact on that game, which was obviously a key game for us to win.
Angel, going forward here, how do you trust like the process of the system, knowing that any loss, it probably knocks you guys out? How do you trust it and just play? How do you do that without pressing?
How do you not trust it? It's like it's gotten us this far, and the games we've lost is because we didn't do the right things to lose. Then the coaches have done an unbelievable job at everything. They're humans too, They sometimes say some things and teams make adjustment and they don't happen. But I'm sure every coach goes through that. But I myself and the whole team, we have tremendous belief in the coaches, and just like they believe in us. As long as we do the right thing, there's really no need to not trust the coaches or anything we do.
What do you attribute the inconsistency to? BC, they won one conference game, they gave you guys a battle. It's a game most people would say, well, you guys should have.
It's easier to say than to actually do it. Records really don't mean anything in this conference. it's just so good overall, especially when teams play at home. They're fired up, and you know, fans and spectators are gonna always just assume things. But like I said, it's harder to be on the court and go through the things that we go through. We're the ones who have to make decisions. We're the ones who have to guard. They don't see everything we see and we go through. So, you know, I personally don't believe any team should blow anybody out. If it happens to be, then great. But you know, every game is just. I mean, people were saying, "Oh, how do you lose to Wake Forest?" And yeah, they were a shot away from winning at Virginia. So it's just a great conference, and that's what everybody comes here for. You know, you're gonna play the best teams at their best when they play you. So, and that makes it fun.
I know you obviously just played BC yesterday, so you're going to work on Virginia Tech today. But what do you know about them? I know Coach L was telling us you guys don't know that much about them, other than they're pretty good from the perimeter. What do you know about them? What are you guys going to have to do against them tomorrow?
Tell you the truth is, to me, I don't know much about personnel, but Buzz Williams is always such a tough guy and tough coach, and his teams are always going to play so hard and, you know, not quit. You know, when I was at K-State, we scrimmaged Marquette, and I mean, it didn't even feel like it was a basketball game. It was kind of like a football game.
Yeah.
You know, it was so physical, and I expect that from them. And I told the guys, I said, I don't know much about them, but if we're not going to come and play hard, they're really just going to bully you, regardless if they look like tough guys or they don't look like tough guys, regardless if they look strong or not. Buzz is going to get them to play the hardest every single night, and that's just something different that he's going to bring to his conference, in my opinion.
Good.
Thanks,
Thanks,
sir.